And I carried that thought process with me till I was about maybe like 23, 24 years old. I'm out of college by now, and I'm still with the same kind of pain and trauma. And I decided to go do therapy myself. And I thought I dealt with all my daddy issues. I thought I did everything I was supposed to do. I did like 8 months of therapy. I did, all the CBT worksheets and everything that you can think of. And I thought I was good to go, but I was healing from a place of hurt as a single, fresh out of college, very green in a career young man. And then, I fast forward from that time to about 3 or 4 years later. I get married, I become a husband, and then we decide to have a child right away, and we end up I end up having a daughter. And I remember like that first month, I was an emotional wreck. Like this is supposed to be one of the happiest moments of my life. And every time I'm holding my daughter, I'm like at the brink of tears because I'm like, what the heck am I doing here? Like I was literally fathering without a foundation. And then me and my wife had a conversation, and she said, I think you need to go back to therapy. And I said, I think you're right. And what ended up happening was I rediscovered that all that pain and stuff I thought I dealt with, I did, but not from ever thinking of myself as being a dad, and not understanding what that means to me, having my own child and not knowing what to do, or thinking about those moments I want to have with my daughter that I never had with my dad. And even to this day, and I've learned coping skills and ways to deal with that to this day. But even to this day now, my daughter, she's almost 9 years old, and she asked me like, "Where's your dad? Like, why don't I have a grandpa on your side?" And so she's curious and wants to know. And I do tell her things. I say, my dad's still alive. I just don't have a relationship with him. And some people don't have a relationship with their parents, and then there's people, in her school, some of even her friends have, split homes and things. So I can use the real life examples, but even still, like I'll watch commercial. I'll see a dad and a kid throwing the ball in the backyard, and I'll get a little teary eyed. I have to turn the channel sometimes, and that's a reality. So, even though I've done a lot of the work, I do this work, I help people, I'm still in a healing process myself. And I think that that's one of the biggest lessons we can learn. On a more professional note, I've learned this by assisting my clients to understand that the pain that they feel or that they go through, they have to always be working on it. A lot of people go to therapy and they want the therapist or the counselors to fix them. I've had people literally tell me this. I'm here so you can fix me. And it's like, no.